We are out here with many other pro-Palestinian people to show our solidarity with the suffering people in Gaza the last couple of days, the last months and several years, and the last decades generally in Palestine. What we see today in Gaza and what we see already for decades in Palestine is a crime against the Palestinian people from the very beginning. We need to remember that this story didn't begin yesterday and not 2 days ago. This started decades ago, even before the creation of the State of Israel, even before 1948. We did have a beautiful, peaceful coexistence in Palestine and in the Muslim world in general between the Jewish people and the non-Jewish Palestinian, the indigenous population of the land. Why was this destroyed and when was this destroyed? This was destroyed by the invention of Zionism. This is not the favor of the Jewish people, and this is not a favor for humanity. This is endangering us all. It's endangering the Palestinian people certainly and the Jewish people. The Jewish people don't live a free life in Israel because this so-called Jewish state. This is a regime that runs for their own politics against the will of the Palestinian people and against the will of the Jewish indigenous population in Palestine. What pains us even more is that all of this is being done supposedly in the name of all Jews and sometimes in the name of Jewish religion. This is wrong and this is bad. There are many, many Jewish communities worldwide who not only today but way back were opposed to the State of Israel. This is not Judaism. According to Jewish belief, Jews are forbidden to create their own state even without oppressing other people. According to Jewish belief, Jews are in exile since the destruction of the Second Temple, and we are forbidden to create a state of our own and forbidden to fight other nations. This was totally opposed by the very beginning of Zionism and is against Judaism. What we pray constantly is that we should hopefully see the dismantlement of this impediment to peace, the State of Israel. We hope this would be dismantled peacefully without suffering of anyone. At that time, hopefully we will be able to see once again the beautiful peace that did exist in the past and should be the case in the future. We urge all of you and ourselves to pray for the polite and for the freedom of the people of Palestine and the people of Gaza, and ultimately we pray for the revelation of the glory of the Almighty to be revealed throughout the universe, and all mankind should serve Him in peace and harmony. Thank you very much.
Occupation is a crime! Canada to Palestine! Occupation is a crime! Canada to Palestine! Occupation is a crime! Occupation is a crime!
Supporters, the pro-Palestinian supporters, to come out and to show solidarity with the suffering people of Gaza just recently, the suffering people of Gaza already for several years, and in general the suffering people of Palestine already for decades. This is a crime against Palestine, not from today, but going back even before 1948. This was wrong from the very beginning. And what pains us even more is that this is being done supposedly in the name of all Jews, this is in the name of Israel, and sometimes being justified supposedly with concepts of Jewish religion of the Torah, which is totally embarrassing. Not everybody knows what the mainstream media does not transmit to the general public, that there are many, many communities worldwide, Orthodox religious Jewish communities, who are terribly upset to the existence of the State of Israel to begin with all their actions all these decades. And this is not the representation of Jewish religion. According to Jewish religion, to begin with, the actual philosophy of Zionism, to build with physical power a sovereign Jewish homeland, happens to be totally contrary to traditional Jewish belief. We are in divinely decreed exile. About 2,000 years already, we are forbidden to create our own state, we are forbidden to fight other nations, which is simply totally opposed to Judaism. And when this is being done in the name of all Jews, it's simply embarrassing. What we do say is, we pray for the peaceful future that hopefully will be the case in the future. We pray for the suffering people in Gaza, for the suffering people in Palestine in general, and for the Palestinian people in diaspora, which is
which is not right. This shouldn't happen in the first place, and this should have been ended already a long time ago. The question always is, what is the cause to this conflict today? What is the cause of this conflict already for decades? We always need to remember, we have to understand where this began, when this began. There was, once upon a time, there was a beautiful coexistence in Palestine. Why was this changed? When was this destroyed? This was by the invention of Zionism. Well, it was even before 1948, in the beginning of the 20th century, when the Zionists first came up, fighting the will of the indigenous population and simply killing them, expelling them, and so on. This is wrong from the very beginning, and this has to be stopped. If this Zionist regime would end, and we hope this will be peaceful without suffering of anyone from any sides, we sincerely hope that the future would be much nicer than it's now.
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
Welcome.